welcome back to Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon Rise. In this episode, we have to talk to this village girl.
Wailing about the missing Mr. Flobby.
We need to put the volume up a little bit.
Melanie places her hand atop the girl's head and promises that your party will find her companion. The girl then hands something to Melanie.
A handkerchief with
It
something
looks
on
like the muddy handkerchief she used. She asks Melanie to wipe Mr. Flobby with it after you find him.
Interesting.
The girl claims to have searched the... Regardless, looking aimlessly outside the village would be a waste of time. You decide to collect more information in the village. Melanie's friend Lappy is here. Lappy cuddles up. Despite her hatred of monsters, Melanie doesn't seem to mind.
Melanie's been replaced. I don't know if we should talk to the glowing...
She says she saw a suspicious man and she claims they went northwest. Did that man take Mr. Flobby? You resolve to leave the village in search of the pair.
Well, that solves that problem. I'm glad we asked around to try to find Mr. Flobby. Oh, do we go into the Nameless Shrine now? The shrine that we weren't supposed to go into before, do we go in now?
Your footing is obscured in the dimness of the shrine. You should probably... You go forth slowly but steadily, taking it one step at a time. You take a good look at the floor and see it lined in trails of viscous liquid. No doubt a slime or 200 have passed through here. It looks like poor Mr. Flobby is being held captive. Hand over that slime, you shout to the man. You speak as if I kidnapped him. When your eyes finally adjust to the surrounding darkness, you realize Melanie's mouth. It seems the man has noticed Melanie as well. It looks like the two know each other. The man says that he and Melanie came from the same village, where this was their native dress. The man's revelation makes you realize that you know almost nothing about Melanie's past. You ask Melanie about her hometown, but she holds her with forbidden magic. Our clan has ensured the dragon, he begins. She rattles on about the man, telling you that he is... Vince resentfully claims that he is searching for the noble dragon. You ran away from home with your tail. Enraged, you have so many questions, but realize that the most pressing... Careful, he won't go down easy.
We'll be fine. Okay. Okay, well maybe I'll... Maybe 100 health is supposed to be a lot. I don't know. He resists water type. Come on, poison! Slash. Oh no, she took a little bit of damage. She resists. Oh no, he gets extra defense. But fine. Come on, I want to freeze it. Okay, good. Resisted, but...
During the fight, Vince asks, do you know the headman may look like a nice old man, but he keeps those little monsters around too. He begins. Winifred, Edwin, and Berwin of the Ivory Order appear. The three brush you aside, fixing their attention on Vince. So you are the one who disturbs the peace, they exclaim, then charge at him.
What's this cooking right now? Hi, sir. I'm doing a recording. I'm yelling at the game. Right now, I'm not sure why, but OBS isn't catching you, and it should be. It's very good. Now it is.
I might be quiet. Good. Okay.
The Ivory Order came in to steal our kill. Again.
Fun.
The Ivory Order and that false justice they serve are the true evil here, he retaliates, fighting back.
Okay, I level up. Alright, level up. Oh, it's a... Wait, just a skill, huh? Oh, nice. Nice! Got some elemental protection.
Seeing the two parties occupied with each other, you realize this is your chance to grab Mr. Flobby. Perhaps wary of humans, Mr. Flobby dashes out when you draw near. Vince is on equal footing with the three from the Order. You realize then that engrossed in their battle, the combatants pay you no mind.
Yes, let's leave the area. Where is the slime? There's the slime.
When you reach out to grab Mr. Flobby, lower Mr. Flobby's stamina to calm him down.
Okay, so I think that means we are actually supposed to attack.
Yeah. I hope you're supposed to kill him, too.
So, like, I'm hoping? Otherwise, we have to reload, I see.
Exhausted from the fight, the raging Mr. Flobby finally stops attacking. But it seems he hasn't yet come to his senses. He glares warily at your party.
Party member 5?
Find something to help return Mr. Flobby to normal.
I don't know, the Mistral Blade sounds good.
You wipe Mr. Flobby's mouth with the handkerchief you receive. Then you hear a quiet voice speak. That's not my... It looks like the girl's familiar scent. Having regained his senses, Mr. Flob, you place the increasingly sticky handkerchief in your bag.
An enemy appears. It's Mr. Flobby.
No, but it's a couple of his friends. Ooh, extra experience.
Are you kidding me? We're fine. I have to wonder, if you fight the guy in black, and you have, like, leveled up so much that you just completely shot him?
Lappy approaches and tells you that Mr. Flobby has returned. The girl is ecstatic. I'm happy for you, Melanie. The girl bows her head. Mr. Flobby looks as slimy as ever. You just hope it's a happy slime. The headman wants us to bring Mr. Flobby to him. Would you mind? Of course not. But bring him back soon, she answers with a bright smile.
So, which of our party members are we getting rid of for Mr. Flobby?
Wait, I was joking. Is he actually joining the party?
I don't know. But I mean, like, if he does.
The main character, if we can.
Fair, that's fair.
I am so happy to see you safe and sound. You explain everything that happened, including the incident. He expresses his relief that the order... He then thanks you for your hard work and instructs his stewardess to prepare dinner for your party. You can feel your collective mouths watering at the sight of the lavish meal before you.
Look at this feast!
You, Mar, and Ridis immediately dig in. You aren't sure where you find a moment to breathe among all the feasting. Please, eat to your heart's content, the headman insists with a smile. Once your belly is full, you realize that Mr. Flop... Room for dessert? The headman asks, offering you a plate of slimy jelly.
What?
You feel your stomach churning at the very sight of it. The color strikes you as familiar, and the stickiness sends a shiver down your spine. Is this Mr. Flobby? You ask the headman, your voice trembling in disbelief. The headman looks at you with a plain expression, one that holds no malice. Is that a problem? He questions back. This dish is a masterpiece, he remarks with a light, and I have you brave heroes to thank for it. Had you not brought that slime back, we would not be able to enjoy this exquisite dessert. Are you full? He asks, seemingly concerned at your silence. It would be a shame to let something so splendid go to waste. You move to leave, but the headman... I try to get my meat while it's still young and tender, but at least your pet is very... He points at Mar and asks, would you consider leaving that creature here with me? Never, you refuse flatly. Not bothering. Think about it, he entreats. You grab the headman by his lapels, hands trembling in fury.
Yeah.
You probably could have spared him, but I wanted to kill him.
No, you did. You knocked him unconscious.
I wanted to kill him!
Oh.
I wanted to kill him, and then we can eat him.
You pummel the headman with all your might. Curled up on the ground, the headman groans in pain, but insists that monsters were meant to be eaten.
So we should eat you,
hug
headman.
Mar tightly, reassuring him that you will not hand him over to anyone. Mar looks at you with his round eyes and mews softly. You meet eyes with the rest of your party and reach a tacit agreement. Together, you all stand and leave. His consciousness fading, the headman asks, what did I do? As you are about to leave the headman's house, though, the old man suddenly charges at you, but Mar, the keener of you two, is quick to block his. With a crash, Mar and the headman. From the headman's hand falls a small blade. It clatters to the ground, covered in blood.
No.
You take the injured Mar to an inn where you can watch over him. You gaze at the unconscious Mar with concern. Despite the shallow wound, no amount of medicine seems to rouse Mar from the bed. I heard that my friends were in danger, so I came as quickly as I could, Lappy says. As he reaches Mar's bedside, he leans over and licks his wound. "This is what-you-call-it extract," he shouts. He explains that it is a poison extracted from a certain monster. If it enters the body, it drastically reduces. Hearing those words, you realize the headman's blade must have been. "Isn't there anything we can?" Lappy's eyes widen in realization before he then puts the what-you-call-it extract into a bottle and hands it to you. Lappy says that if you follow the road south of, he tells you to give the extract to the famous nutritionist there.
Lappy should go.
Realizing that you are at fault for this, you don't hesitate to undertake the quest. But this is strange. The extract comes from a monster, so it should have no effect on one, Lappy remarks with a curious tilt of his head.
Mar is not a monster.
I thought a beast of that size would eat us out of house and home, she remarks, no doubt talking about Mar.
Wait, what?
The girl sighs. "You're dirty, Mr. Flobby. You're alive," you exclaim in glee. "This is Mr. Globby, Mr. Flobby's cousin," she tells you.
We should go.
Hey, we've been there before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've already been there.
Hey, did you get the missing number card?
I thought we had.
Let's double check our card collection. What
Was
is it in collection?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, we got like number 6 in Shoreland, and then went back to like Unionville and got number 5.
Okay. I don't think I was here when you got number 5.
Oh, I thought you were. Fire! Poison! It looked like we did 10 damage. One of them is dead, at least, before the enemies even get their turn. And then we
Excellent.
have... No!
Uh-oh.
You'll be fine.
Ooh. Ooh.
And on top of that, just completely missed. Of just poison and deadly poison.
Well, better just... Yep.
Haha, you missed. How dare I?
Okay.
So that's dead. That's just going to attack one of us, do a little bit of damage, and then die. As I said. And then we heal. We're fine.
Question. You don't have any other, like, you know, like, cards indicating, like, hidden treasures or anything, do you?
Let's see. I think there was the one and we couldn't figure out where it went to.
Okay, let's just, No,
I thought we
it's
gave
probably
that
not
back.
here.
Stolen treasure, Harbor Peninsula. Where see the sea?
And also head south from the harbor and cross the mountains. So let's... So before we go into
Okay,
Shoreland...
so there's the harbor.
Okay. Cross the mountains, so it's somewhere in this area, where at least one of them is. South of the mountains.
South of from the harbor and cross the mountains. So let's just search this entire area and have occasional fights against random
Yay.
enemies. Let's just freeze this.
Nice.
Rose one, poisoned one, killed the other.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, imagine how much better it'll be once we level up a bit more. Huh. Wasted no time. Hey!
Something's catching the sunlight just so. You move, you find a chest. Something about this feels... Sure enough, this is the location those thieves quite convinced you found their stash. You open the chest with a self-satisfied smirk on your face.
Okay, now where was the other one?
At the harbor, where see the sea.
I believe it was the second page of key no, not key items.
Oh, you actually want me to show you that?
Yeah.
Stolen treasure, harbor peninsula, where see the sea.
Okay, so I think it's farther west. Because it's at a peninsula.
I don't know, should I replace secure?
I don't know.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, slash typically just does good enough anyway. Charge spell, generate 2 gems. See if I could put charge spell on, like, the first character. I would.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, just flat +3 to defense, yo.
Yeah.
And then Harbor Peninsula. But the harbor is closed. And there are no real other peninsulas.
Well, peninsula,
harbors.
like, down to the right. Yeah, here. This is the peninsula. Like, this area here is the peninsula, so probably on that... I don't think it was in the Dusty Tower, because we tried that. Damn, I was really hoping that was it.
That was the event?
Yeah.
Please. Don't even really need poison, do we? That's dead. Frozen one still frozen. $42.
And critical.
63 damage.
Watch out! Your friends cry, but you keep your cool. Your friends gasp as you catch whatever it is before it clobbers you.
Okay, then.
That was an interesting random event.
It's the one she already has.
A monster appears. Before it can reach you, another monster leaps. The two monsters engage in a ferocious... At last, the monster that first lunged towards you flees. The creature at death's door hands you a small cloth pouch.
It's the monster
and
that we
breathes
healed
a smile.
earlier.
You gaze upon the creature's lifeless body. It looks rather like a monster you cured of paralysis once. The party affords the creature a proper burial and prays for its safe passage into the afterlife.
I feel like we have to go in, like, into the harbor, like, town later on in the story and explore in there. I feel like that would be the thing.
Oh. Okay, I went and looked it up, and it's, I had the right idea. We had the right idea. We were in the wrong place.
Oh, so it is just out on the map?
Yes. I'm pretty sure all of these things are just out on the map.
Alright. Let's see where it is then.
Yeah. Oh, cool. If you start at the harbor and head straight east until you hit the water.
This peninsula?
Yeah, right in this area. The one, like, directly east of the harbor.
Or the one directly east. This one.
I guess one up from... One right up, whatever.
Yeah, just a little bit of damage. Just some like battle solved.
Ooh, treasure. Middle. Cool.
You spy a rather large number of monster prints on the ground. You feel around in the grass for a few moments before your hand strikes something surprisingly firm. The scrap of paper tells no lies. You
Ooh,
greedily
we almost have the
open
10k
chest.
for that one sword.
Almost.
Here, let's farm a little bit more money.
Rout the enemy.
Oh, I was just gonna kill the enemy. What do you mean route them? I guess I could try to show them the proper way. Show them the errors of their ways.
That was
and all
lucky.
that.
Don't you need to go back to, like, the first town to buy it anyways?
Yes, and
Can you?
yes.
Welcome.
Oh.
100 gold. You will be instantly transported to any location you've previously visited.
What was the
Travel
first
for
thing? Was it
100
I'm
gold
pretty sure
pieces.
Advent, yes.
Let's sell some goods. Let's sell some equipment.
You probably don't need the basic bow. Hell, it's unlikely you're going to need a second copy of Air Splitter.
That is true, that is true. Let's go while at it, let's sell some of this.
Changed your mind, have you? Come to buy the legendary weapon after all? He whispers eagerly.
That's a little bit more expensive than I thought it was.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was more expensive than that.
Can I just pass through? Yes.
Are you just trying to get the event with binoculars?
I was hoping to. It's probably not worth it. You don't have to crit it. It's already dead. Yeah, no, I think we should just go back.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that we wasted money traveling to and from here.
There's another town.
Probably
Sure.
Unionville. Okay, we can go straight there.
We still have over 10k.
So I made a slight profit, but...
We made a slight profit from selling miscellaneous goods.
The sign on the door reads, You open the door without knocking. A muscular man emerges from the back.
Look at
You
that
politely
tone.
ask if
Never
he is
mind.
the nutritionist. Indeed, I am the nutrition. He says he has been studying dietetics here for many. You hand Oreo the extract and explain that he stares at the extract for a long, opens the bottle and laps at the liquid inside. That's poison, Melanie. The man insists that he'll be fine with his expertise of nutrition, and insists that knowledge is power, as if that will help somehow. Regardless, it seems he managed to grasp the composition of the poison with that lick. However, he says he needs a spry fish. He needs a special fish to make the necessary supplement.
How do you catch one?
When he explains that you can catch one in the surrounding sea, Ridis confidently, she shows you a page from her ancient tome. That book comes in handy from time to time. Oreo gasps. He says that his son went out fishing, and it sounds like his son is fishing on the wharf. You decide to go find him.
Oh, yes, it's the other muscly guy. Nope, it's this fella.
You see a young man with his line in the water and call out to him. He turns around and flexes, shouting out. You stare, enchanted by his bulging muscle. He asks if you have business with him.
You want me to say, look at that toned physique?
Sure.
Praising his musculature seems to have put him in high spirits. Anyone can achieve a body like this with the proper exercise, he explains. Have mercy, you think? Though you are pretty sure of the answer, you ask the young man if he... That I am, he answers. He introduces him. You introduce yourself, expressing to him that you are a... His eyes begin to sparkle the moment you utter... More or less grasping the situation, he says that a monster has settled near their town, and you know Oreo needs a spry fish to make that supplement.
What should we do?
Hearing the despair in your voice, Bruno speaks. He tells you that there is a harbor near town. Perhaps you can find the fish. You thank him for the information, then head to the... Just as you are about to leave... Is it a reward you're after? You are about to ask. But Melanie smacks you on the head before you can voice it, and allows him to come
Bruno
along.
joined your party.
Alright, what kind of character is Bruno?
Hot.
Oh!
Okay, so deal damage. Add 3 to all allies. Attack for 3 turns, or defense, or deal 1.5 times damage.
Alright, anything you can do for equipment for him?
Decrease water damage by 5. Neat. Equipment. So he's only level 9. Also something.
Yes.
Speed. He just has combat gloves. So.
I mean, it's a flat 3 increase. Gee, should we give him a ring of protection, a ring of protection, or a ring of protection?
The first one. Alright, so
Cool.
let's go to the armory.
Ah!
So frost mail would be better there. But we could just take it off of him and to put onto him. We don't have access to a better weapon for him. Protects against fire. We already have water. His speed is insanely slow. He'll probably go after some enemies.
He's going after everyone else in the party.
Right, but the
Even
enemies
if-
also have speed values.
Okay,
So he could be going after enemies as well.
right.
We could also just give him this to protect against fire. 13 might just be...
I think we're good.
13. We should trade over the frost mail though.
Just know that, remember, that lowers his speed.
Oh well. He winds up just abandoning us, stealing the frost mail. And the ring.
That would be frustrating.
Hey, thanks for giving me equipment. Bye!
Bruno looks ecstatic. When you ask him why, he tells you, but his father, famed in the world of New... One desires strength, the other knowledge. What will you ask Bruno? Curious about his attire, you ask. He confessed that he once wished for armor, but deemed it unnecessary after gaining so much muscle. You ask Bruno about his sword arm, saying you are... Bruno replies that he specializes in hand... Apparently, he only carries around a sword to look like... In that moment, you realize something. While his passion for being the words "birds of a feather flock together" run through your mind, but you quickly chase them away, afraid of what that means for you. Without warning, a woman bursts out of the tall grasses before you. All I ask is that you see me safely to Shoreland. Will
Sure.
you do this? Sensing some financial recompense in your future, make a stop in Shoreland as you venture forth.
I mean, let's just jump straight there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No sooner has the party set foot in Shoreland than a cadre of manservants fly. So glad you are safe, milady, says. You ask what's going on, to no one in particular. The woman replies that she'd been
you're
captured by a
supposed to have
rival
fought off
faction of
bandits.
bandits. She thanks you and hands you a... You quickly take your leave, lest your party be confused for bandits themselves. Ring in hand, of course. It was a gift.
Cool.
There we go.
Where are you walking to, out of curiosity?
I was walking to an encounter.
Oh,
Go
you want to
back.
give him experience.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk to some people. You people. You person.
He has been fishing for several days, having decided he hopes his wife and child back in Shoreland are well. The woman says she has been waiting here for days, worried about her husband, who has yet to return. He sighs, lamenting that his catches have been poor as a result. A rough-tempered piscator stands there, having just returned from fishing. Mars' fate rests upon this man's haul.
Any bites?
Terrible, he says, showing you the few fish he's caught. Inside, you see a spry fish, Bruno shouts. You ask him if you can have the spry fish, but he says he won't give it up for free.
How much?
When you ask how much it will cost, he gives the absurd price of 1,000,000 gold pieces. You're heartless, Ridis pouts. The man is enraged by the rude response. Just then, Bruno prances forth and shouts, "Stop right there!" Your fisherman muscles are simply sublime. He challenges the man to a competition of muscles with the spry. The piscator seems interested and agrees on, "This one's all yours," Melanie says, patting you on the shoulder. "Then let the carnival of might and muscles begin," Bruno roars. "Your puny body is no match for mine," the piscator shouts back, throwing a punch.
Probably should have leveled him up a little bit. I mean, other than health, we got him. Pointless.
Helpful. Well, you should probably use an attack herb.
I mean, I was thinking of muscle herb to start off with, but sure.
Alright, yeah.
No, our defense is probably good enough there. Interesting, interesting. Interesting again.
Well, attack.
That feels like watching a bodybuilder competition.
Uh-huh. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Yup.
Looking ripped.
We're fine. I imagine you have to be able to beat this, even if you hadn't given him any goods.
Yeah.
Man, no goods, no experience, you'd still have to be able to win.
His victory sealed, Bruno witnessed the power of power. Defeated, the Piscator hands over the spry fish to Bruno. Bruno extends a hand to the Piscator, who is an unspoken friendship begins to form between the two. Or at least, you hope that's what the prolonged silence between them means. With the spry fish in hand, you head back towards Oreo's clinic. Bruno looks at your group sadly, reluctant for this little adventure to end.
So what I'm hearing is we should probably take our goods back.
Yeah, in fact, completely unequip him. Steal his gloves. Cool.
But leave him in the party just for now.
Yeah.
Surely this won't go badly for us immediately.
You hand the fish to Oreo and ask him to make you the supplement. Give me a moment, he says, then takes the fish and heads into the back. It's ready, he says, emerging from his room and handing you a bottle. You hope this will get Mar back on his feet. You need to get back to Unionville on the double, but before that... You wordlessly extend a hand to Bruno. Bruno takes your hand and gives it a firm shake. You can feel the bones in your hands splintering. You just hope Bruno has enough self-restraint not to shatter them completely. You make a mental note never to shake hands with him again, then turn to leave. But Bruno stops you and says he wants to joke, but Oreo is quick to douse the flames of his desire. Then you leave me no choice. Bruno's expression reads as he raises both hands behind his head and squats at hyperspeed. I want to show this power to the world. You have much to learn, my son, Oreo retorts as he starts sides. Only the sound of their labored breathing
I'm getting
embodies
Fullmetal
what you can
Alchemist
only look
flashbacks.
on in stunned silence at the enigmatic display.
You know what I'm referring to.
No, I've never seen it.
Bruno falls to his knees.
Oh.
You have grown, my son, Oreo. So are you coming with us or not? Only our muscles know the answer. I don't get it. On the condition that he study nutrition upon his return, you realize that these two have a very special way of talking that no one else can understand.
Yeah, I figured that he was going to stay with the party.
Yep. Still, best to be sure. Best be safe. Okay. You really like walking into walls.
Hearing yet another roar in the distance, you realize you need to get the supplement to Mar so you can investigate the sound together.
Can we walk over there?
An emery flower approaches.
go slow, he goes after the enemies. Deal normal amount of damage. And then deal a normal amount of damage. An enemy on this brick road? That shouldn't happen.
Excellent.
Come on, we can still make it back and restore more, and then end the video. And surely that won't. Surely this wouldn't be an entire chapter to itself. Surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
Surely.
Any travelers with magical little critters can stay for free. It appears the headman's long-standing pronouncement on the welcoming of all magical creatures also applies to you and your party. Mar lies listlessly upon the bed, looking somewhat haggard. You help Mar sit up. Drink this, Mar. He weakly opens his mouth, and you slowly pour the energy concentrate inside.
So the poison that was used drains the
Mar
target of
abruptly
its
bolts
stamina.
up and turns his head toward you with a puzzled look.
It just seems weird that the guy would have a poison that's not supposed to work against monsters, considering that he harvests monsters to eat.
It looks like Mar is all better now.
Bear hug.
You give
Hug,
Mar a
obviously.
tight hug. Mar mewls softly in discomfort. Overcome with joy, you sob. Melanie and Ridis watch you two with a smile. Bruno is deeply moved to see nutrition bringing a smile to others. With this, you decide to take Bruno back to Shoreland, then continue your search for the dragon.
Oh.
Well, time to take Bruno out of the party. Oh well.
Remember to unequip him again.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for the gloves. Thanks for the armor. Well, thanks for the gloves at least. The armor was ours. Well, we tried to make Bruno a valuable party member, and then it just didn't wind up really happening, did it? Alright.
You arrive at Bruno's house. Though he seems to want to adventure a little more, he says that the creature nests atop a tower not far from. With that, your next destination is decided. Here, you will Bruno looks at you, his eyes begging you to let him come along. What will you say?
Help us take the dragon.
Let us defeat the dragon together. You are sure his power and knowledge, and you realize with a grin he will be so happy just to come along. Bruno is happy he can continue the journey. But Oreo, you must stay here. Bruno explains that the journey thus far has taught him the splendor of nutrition. After hearing his son out, Oreo suddenly removes his glasses. And in the blink of an eye, the flesh of Bruno's cheeks, pectorals, and abdomen recess. And Bruno is lifted off his feet with a dull roar. Your eyes go wide at Oreo's assault. Knowledge of nutrition can help save lives, but also strike. Wow, nutrition is incredible. Ridis marvels. Knowledge is the true power. You tremble. Never. Though Oreo still deems his son's knowledge insufficient. Thank you, Father, Bruno says from the ground. So it comes to pass that you journey to the tower with Bruno to find the roaring beast. Yet another color.
Right. So he is officially part of the party.
And? Boom.